Good morning, Lisa with Lux Perennials Nursery. Can't tell you how achingly beautiful the garden is this morning on a foggy October morning. Let's take a quick look. Mid-October and so much is still blooming. The geranium roseannes are incredible, still going strong in their beautiful purple. Dahlias, this incredible deep burgundy Holly Hill Black Beauty. What a color it is. So many things are starting to turn a little bit for fall. Still a great time to plant. We're going to plant a lot in the next week. Look at the dahlias, the corals, all the colors in the garden. Great time to see this garden. There's so much still in bloom. You can kind of start to see turning of fall colors and some of the unusual things. This is our black tulip magnolia. It creates these crazy little pods. It has a beautiful, beautiful, deep pink bloom, which normally is just in spring, but this guy often will bloom again. It's just so quiet and still, except for the waterfall. But it's just so beautiful out. It's cold, it's crisp. A huge great blue heron just flew over my head trying to fish in our ponds. Lots of color. The Gara, the fuchsias are just amazing. You just see all the fun things still happening in the garden. Thousands of plants still in bloom. A lot of these plants we still have in the nursery, but some we've sold out of, but you can come and take some notes for next year. We'll have them all then. Centranthus rubra, this one we have. What a color. This has been blooming since May. Seriously, May. I love this plant. It's also called Jupiter's beard. We have a new plant in the garden. This is part of our fall planting this year. This is a plum yew, a dwarf, so it's only going to get to be about 3 feet by 3 feet. We actually sell these now. I'm really getting into some of these dwarf evergreens. But look at that texture. It's just this beautiful evergreen texture underneath an evergreen magnolia, little gem. So a nice collection of evergreens. And then we've got all this color from the perennials in the bed. So it's a nice balance between evergreens and colorful perennials. This perennial, wallflower bull's mauve, is actually also evergreen. Salvias are still blooming. This is Caradonna. Look at that deep purple. That's a great color. One plant that blooms late into the season, starts blooming in June, still going. This guy will probably still be going into November. One year it was still blooming at Christmas. This is Phygelius, or Cape fuchsia. It's an upright, semi-evergreen shrub that's just loaded with these tubular flowers that the hummingbirds love. And let me see if I can get in here and show you the inside of it. So cute. Yeah, it's not going to focus on it. It's got these little yellow and pinks. Fall brings deepening colors of oranges and reds. This is a tiger eye sumac. We don't sell it at the nursery. It's a small tree. It kind of spreads a lot, but if you have it in a contained place like we do here next to this path, next to Vinca, which also spreads a lot, we're keeping them a little bit contained, but a nice, easy combination. And look at this beautiful elderberry. This is a native elderberry. I don't sell this one either, but it's a red with red berries, and it just put itself there because it's wild. But I love the oranges with the orange dahlia. This is Dahlia Marn. Still have these for sale at the nursery. We still have some of our dahlias, not all, but isn't it the sweetest orange? It's kind of the same color as GM Totally Tangerine. What a great combination that would be for blooming from April until November with just those two plants in this kind of light tangerine orange. But how about pairing this orange with this beautiful butterfly bush? This is Miss Molly. Look at the deep magenta. But how fun is this when these guys are combined? So let me see if I can get this for you. Wow, I love this. Look at that. What a vibrant combo. And then right across from it, is geranium and folkard with this chartreuse, bright chartreuse foliage and this magenta eye, which just picks up on the magenta of the butterfly bush across from it. This is a cool plant too, also sold out. Sorry, we are sold out of some things, but have it next year. But this is see the burgundy leaf on that and the fun flower, that's a pineapple lily. More dahlias here. And look at the combination between these. So you have the royal purple of the Salvia Amistad. We have some of those left. The orange dahlia, and then the orange of the tiger eye sumac changing in the background. And then yes, there's our butterfly bush there. Our geums are starting to bloom again now after summer. They took a break for a few months and now they're back again. And that's the left side garden. So some beautiful colors, the changing color of the coral bark maple. Our hydrangeas still have flowers on it. That's limelight, which loves sun. So big panicle hydrangea gets big, but it makes such a stunning statement. It's been blooming for, I don't know, at least a couple of months now. Into the fog, into the right side garden. Here's more of the Salvia Amistad, just loaded with these royal purple flowers, with a phlox coral cream drop. It's got a great bright color. And fuchsia. Into the soft, foggy side over here, we have this beautiful aster. This is purple dome. It stays very upright, which is what I love. It's not a floppy aster like so many of them are. Makes a beautiful green hedge most of the season. Not evergreen, but most of the season. And then it explodes in purple, and it's a little early in the morning. Otherwise, it'd be covered with bees by now. More of the Marne dahlia. Roses, such a fun combination. More of the orange geum, totally tangerine. This guy was blooming heavily April, May, June, July for 4 months, sporadically in the summer, and now blooming again here in the fall, combined with butterfly bush. This is verbascum wedding candles. Look, we have actually a sign on them. And I wanted you to see if it'll focus on this. Look how cool the flower is on this. Nah, it won't focus. Darn, sorry. It's amazing with this kind of a purple and orange on the inside of that white. Beautiful spires of flowers. This is Weigela spilled wine. Doesn't it make such a cute smoky plum foliage amongst, you know, all these flowering plants? It's just such a nice effect. And what I love is that it's just doing its thing with the foliage now, and there's a lot of other things blooming around it all back here, but in spring it will be loaded with hot pink flowers early on when you need a little bit of color. This is our reblooming iris. Rosalie Fig is her name, and it blooms heavily as iris do in May. Look at this color, incredible. But this is a reblooming iris. It blooms again in September, October. Dahlia, dragonberry, hummingbird mint, blue fortune. Really pretty spires of soft purple. More of the coral phlox. This funny looking flower is loosestrife. There is an invasive loosestrife, but this is a completely different thing. It's actually Lismachia. And it makes these funny little plum spires of flowers with a little curl on the end. Well, that's probably about it for the moment. We have some gorgeous plants out here. I know you guys have been asking for a few of these. We sold out. These raspberry truffle echinacea just got snapped up. But we still have a lot more plants in the nursery. I think I'm going to open for another weekend. I've had so many people ask me, and we're out of town. Beautiful, beautiful fuchsia there. Last look at a couple of things here around the garden. Just a lot still blooming. This is my favorite penstemon. Ruby. The color is incredible. Blooms for 4 months. Come on out. It's going to be a sunny weekend this weekend, and a lot of fun things to see in the garden and at the nursery. You know, there's a lot of work in the garden, but when you're out walking in the quiet of the morning like this, it's it's all worthwhile. One last thing to add, the fog has lifted. The day is gorgeous. Wow, look at this. You can't capture it in video, but the mountains are all out and covered with snow. Beautiful, beautiful day in the garden.